Disrespect won't invariably be an overt act. At times, discourtesy is more subdued. It is nuanced. It can manifest as a gaze that persists unduly, a jest that inflicts a painful wound, an expression of regret that remains unoffered, an inflection in voice, a hesitation, an absence of words where encouragement was expected. And within that quietude, its impact is felt, the sharp pain of being disregarded, not appreciated for your true worth, weakened, and, should you lack caution, a reaction will follow. You might recoil, you will articulate, you will attempt to justify your value to individuals who have already chosen to ignore it. However, it is crucial to grasp this at this very moment. Not all aggressions warrant a reply. Not all affronts necessitate a justification. The instant you master the art of restraining your response is when you begin to command your own bearing. And genuine strength, true authority, originates from one's demeanor, not from outward displays. By responding to discourtesy, you validate it. You give it substance. You reveal to others that it has affected you, and the individual who showed you disrespect achieves their aim. They receive evidence that your composure can be disturbed, that you are susceptible, that you can be drawn into their manipulative tactics. And upon entering that dynamic, defeat is already yours. However, the Stoics possessed greater wisdom. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Allow them to behave with ill will. Permit their scorn, their idle talk, their condescension. As for you, you stay steadfast." This isn't due to frailty, nor is it from a lack of concern. Rather, it is because you possess self-command. You are sovereign over your being, and the instant you cease justifying yourself to individuals unworthy of your words is when you attain an unassailable state. A tranquility arises from recognizing your own value, from the freedom of not having to put on a show for an audience, from entering any space and allowing your quietude to resonate more profoundly than their pronouncements. Such serenity is not an instantaneous creation. It is meticulously shaped through suffering. During times when your sense of self desires an outburst, yet your sagacity advises stillness. Upon experiencing disrespect from another, your ego will implore a response. It will insist on retribution. It will murmur suggestions such as, "Do not permit them to escape consequence." Yet, the reality is that their conduct mirrors them, not you. There's no necessity to mirror their vibrational state. You must achieve command over your own. Epictetus imparted the lesson that it is not events themselves that trouble us, but rather our interpretation of them. Therefore, adopt a different perspective. Perceive discourtesy for its true nature, a bid to deplete your vitality, to lure you into a state of emotional bondage. And as for you, you are no one's subordinate. You are a power in your own right. Quietness does not equate to feebleness. It signifies lucidity. It embodies self-control. It is the self-discipline to remain firmly planted when others attempt to dislodge you. It is the fortitude to witness rather than internalize, to maintain distance without abandoning your core principles. Seneca once said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." Extend this understanding to the concept of respect. The individual requiring outside affirmation is impoverished. The person perpetually pursuing acceptance is famished. However, the individual who requires naught from others is the one who commands silent admiration from all. For their influence stems not from being noticed, but from their inherent bearing. Moreover, such a bearing is inimitable. One cannot counterfeit serenity, nor can one feign nobleness of character. The fortitude required to remain silent when every fiber of your being screams for a reaction cannot be simulated. That is acquired, constructed, shaped by adversity, bereavement, and repudiation, through instances when you were compelled to witness disrespect and depart as if it were inconsequential. Yet, it mattered. It invariably does. Still, you elected not to allow it to characterize you. This is the appearance of self-command. It lacks aesthetic appeal. It is not effortless. It holds no allure. It can be isolating. It is quiet. It resides within. Yet, its potency surpasses all else. For the individual capable of enduring unease, of hearing discourtesy without faltering, of departing without the urge to validate themselves, that individual is liberated. Allow them to misinterpret you. Permit them to misjudge your capabilities. Let them mock, Allow their hushed remarks. Let them create their portrayal of you using the hues of their personal insecurities. You simply continue to be present, persist in your progress, continue to construct, and upon reflection, they will not recall your words. They will recollect that your composure remained intact. Understand? Deference that must be insisted upon is already forfeited. Genuine esteem is acquired through quietude, through your personal deportment, through the words you elect to withhold, through the matters to which you offer no response, through the grace you uphold when disorder was an alternative. Thus, when faced with disrespect, pose this question to yourself. Do you desire fleeting satisfaction or enduring strength? For any individual can offer a sharp retort. Any person can elevate their tone. Any soul can create a commotion. Yet, only a select number can convey a message through utter silence. A small fraction can allow quietness to bear the significance of myriad expressions. And what of those who achieve this? They evolve into figures of renown. They transform into individuals whom others hesitate to antagonize. This hesitation stems not from trepidation, but from reverence, an esteem whose depths they may not entirely comprehend. For it was not acquired via subjugation, it was cultivated through one's very being. Therefore, the subsequent occasion someone treats you with discourtesy, recall that your response is their desire. That is their objective. Do not provide them with their sought-after prize. Offer them quietness. Present them with imperturbability. Convey the unwavering fortitude of an individual secure in their identity. This is the manner in which to address discourtesy, uttering not a single syllable. Should this communication strike a chord within you, bear its essence with you. Allow it to influence your passage through life, particularly when external forces attempt to unsettle you. Your purpose is not to respond to every slight you encounter. You are not present to plead for esteem or pursue affirmation. Your presence is for the cultivation of self-command. To maintain your position when retaliating would be simpler. To remain composed when your ego urges action, that constitutes genuine power. Not in escalating volume, but in preserving tranquility amidst overwhelming clamor. Not in discrediting them, but simply in declining to be ensnared in their narrative. Therein lies your potency. It is not found in supremacy, nor in justification. It is in your bearing, in self-control, in the understanding that the most formidable individual present is the one who remains unwavering. Thus, on the next occasion of disrespect, offer no elucidation. Do not respond. Simply permit your quietude to perform the arduous task. Allow them to sense the gravity of your non-engagement. Let them ponder their inability to disturb your equilibrium, for your words will fade from their memory. They will recall that you remained impervious. This is the path to victory. This is the method to remain unassailable. And should you desire further insight, subscribe, not for mere encouragement, for mastery.